Well, you can file this one under "You Can't Make This SHIT Up." George Floyd fired officer overlapped security shifts at South Minneapolis club. Yeah, they both worked as security at the same club at the same time. Former club owner in South Minneapolis says the now fired police officer and the black man who died in his custody this week both worked security for her club up to the end of last year. Yeah, George Floyd and now former officer Derek Chauvin here both work security at the El Nuevo Rodeo Club on Lake Street, according to Maya Santa Maria. Santa Maria owned the building for nearly 2 decades, but sold the venue within the last few months. Chauvin was our off-duty police for almost the entirety of the 17 years that we were open. They were working together at the same time. It's just that Chauvin worked outside and the security works were inside. I'll play the video here.
And from the former owner of a South Minneapolis club, she's telling 5 Investigates that George Floyd and former officer Derek Chauvin both worked security for her at El Nuevo Rodeo out on Lake Street. Investigative reporter Eric Rasmussen just spoke with that woman. He's here now with more on what she said. Eric?
Jackie, to be clear, while Maya Santa Maria says the 2 men worked for her as recently as last year, she says she does not know if Derek Chauvin and George Floyd ever actually spoke to each other. The first time she saw this video, Maya Santa Maria says it took her a moment to make the connection.
My friend said, "This is your guy. The guy that used to work for you." And I said, "It's not him." And then they did a close-up. And that's when I said, "Oh my God, that's him."
She sees now former Minneapolis police officer Derek Chauvin.
You just have to look at the absurdity of that there when I get back here. The 2 of them without their masks on.
She says now former Minneapolis police officer Derek Chauvin worked security for her at El Nuevo Rodeo for 17 years before she sold the club just months ago.
He sometimes had a real short fuse, and he seemed afraid. When there was an altercation, he always resorted to pulling out his mace and pepper spraying everybody right away, even when I felt it was unwarranted.
More surreal, Santa Maria says, is that George Floyd, the man pinned under Chauvin's knee on Monday night, worked for her too.
I didn't recognize George as one of our security guards because he looked really different lying there like that. And it wasn't until I saw the pictures of
Corona
him come up and it snapped, and one of my employees said, "Look, Maya, he worked for us."
Both men who worked security for the same club before their final encounter that left one dead and the other at the center of national outrage. But Santa Maria says she does not know if they ever really knew each other.
They were working together at the same time. It's just that Chauvin worked outside and the security guards were inside. I thought to myself, what if he could have just said, "Hey man, you and I work together at my other place, man. Like, remember me?"
I can't breathe. We work together. Yeah, that's really bizarre. Now, some people would suggest you could see how many different ways this would be spun. Of course, first and foremost, people would say, well, that's rather hoaxy. They both worked at the same club as security. One of them worked inside, one of them worked outside. Like they would never have known each other. Of course they would have known each other.
Certain lodge, and he had a tattoo on his chest that said "Order out of chaos."
Correct.
And it was the twin-headed eagle.
I want to give my condolences to the Floyd family. There's going to be some other information in the future that would be of interest, and I hope things will give you some peace of mind. Thank you.